Oh, look, we're tiny.
We are.
Welcome to Brenna's spectacular FOC show where she doesn't have an opening monologue.
I don't. Anyways, FOC. It's important. You should do it. The email has changed.
Ooh.
Because I realized trying to go through and find emails at The Collective at thecollectivecomics.com is a little not fun to do because so many emails go to that email. So now you're
Stop it. Get some help.
What are you doing?
That's what everybody's thinking. It's like, why didn't you think of this in the beginning, Brenna?
Because Brendan told me to make this. Used to be yours and Brendan's FOC show that I was the mouthpiece for. So
what does FOC stand for?
Final order cutoff, which means we have to order our books for the store 4 weeks in advance. So you have to put in your request 4 weeks in advance for it to be 100% sure that it's going to happen. Hey, Terry. Anyways, point is, FOC your books. It's important. It's the best way to make sure you get all the hot variants. And there are some hot ones on this FOC. This FOC was like packed full of good stuff. Which brings me to starting with 3 things you don't want to miss. The first thing is Naomi season 2.
Say it came out, you can check order history and see how many we have.
Which is getting a 6-issue miniseries.
Terry!
And
there's only one cover.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. DC, what are you doing? You should have 20 covers for every single one of your books.
Insider information. This book is not returnable. Like, I mean, we'll let you return it if you hate it, but like, it's not returnable to us, even though DC, they must either really be loving what's happening in this book or they're really scared of it. Either way, the fact that it's not returnable is going to hinder us a little bit. So if you do really want a copy of this, I mean, I'm going to order enough for the wall. There was only 6 subs to Naomi season 1, and I was one of them. And I don't currently buy any comics.
We have one person I know for sure that's not the season 2
So
already.
if you need Naomi season 2, just make sure you add it to, if there's only one issue out, there's no covers or only one cover, add it to sub, and you can always remove it after the first issue when you come and return it if you don't like it. But like, we really aren't going to know what to order on this, and hopefully we don't get it wrong.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Ooh.
Anyways, so there's 2 things from Marvel for. I know I meant to change that front slide. I know it says 3 things you don't want to miss. This week it's 4, but 2 of them are Star Wars. So technically that's one thing.
And 2 of them are the types of things that like people might not even know about until this very moment when they're watching this show, which is the 50th anniversary covers.
And those things are hot as heck. Everyone wants the 50th anniversary covers.
I think both of them are from Mandalorian. I haven't watched that, but I think this is like from Mandalorian, and the next one is definitely from Mandalorian.
This is the next one.
Yeah.
That cannot be from Mandalorian.
Chris Sprouse covered. Those guys are from Mandalorian.
These are first cover appearances for both of these books, right?
That's how I understand it. So that's like 50th anniversary covers aren't something we're going to typically order like a million of, as was shown by the one with Darth Vader 20, with Mandalorian. So if you want this, FOC it today on the show or tomorrow when you email Brenna, and you'll be guaranteed it. And then who knows? I'm liking to think that I'm going to have 4 or 5 for the shelf, but the way people add things to subscription, who knows by that time. I do have one sub that does every cover of Bounty Hunters, so he'll be getting that without a doubt.
Good for him. He's ahead of the curve.
He is.
The third thing you don't want to miss, the independent thing you don't want to miss, is this Spawn B cover, which I didn't realize it was on FOC this week. I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, oh, Todd McFarlane finished the cover on time? I was shocked.
He did not, because it was on FOC last week with no image.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Anyways, this is a Spider-Man homage.
It's an homage to his Spider-Man cover. I want to say that's Spider-Man, like, 300? No, 360 or something like that. But yeah, it's an homage to his own thing. I wonder if it says After Todd in it. Probably doesn't. But I think that's a sick cover. I've heard comic stores say that with this cover being out now, they'll order up to 100. We're not going to get that crazy, but definitely should have some of those for the wall. Now, this is an example of if the A cover is what tickles your fancy, make sure you mention that, because we might not have very many A covers for the wall, because I'm going to anticipate everybody going for B.
I also, you know what's really bad about like me specifically in this cover? when I see this cover, I think Batman 118 instead of Spider-Man
Oh.
300 because Batman 118
I think
had
that's
the
same
homage to
yeah,
this same
I want to say
book.
that's Spider-Man 360 or something like that.
Anyways, just a reminder
Ooh, look
because
at
I
that.
put it in sectioning. It's like, you know, your divider tabs and like your short boxes. That's what this slide is.
You're
throughout this
assuming people have been
presentation.
able to get their hands on divider tabs the last 2 years of this pandemic.
We haven't been able to get our hands on divider tabs, but send me your emails because I don't get enough emails. I literally don't. My inbox is always empty, which is why I changed this to my email.
Hey, Scott. So Batgirls has like 4 covers. That was one of
It
the things I
does.
was going to text you about for this presentation. Do you have both sets of them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I made sure. I'm actually just going to show these as I talk about it because these two are the Batman movie cover and the International Women's Day covers, both of which I like. I like the Batman one a little bit more, which I feel really bad about saying. But like, Cass not having her mouth covered stresses me out because she always has the full face.
Yeah.
But
And then they finally went, or well, Michael Cho this time, but they finally should have corrected the Rian Gonzalez thing. So she's not going to be the variant covers.
which is another thing. Let us know if you want the A or B covers because that Rian Gonzalez incentive solicitation situation has really messed up mine and Danny's ability to cross pull for this book to make sure you get the cover that you do want and that your set's all matching. So like, just let us know. It'd be helpful.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate it.
And if you do, especially on Batgirls 4, if you do end up wanting the Rian Gonzalez one, because there's 4 covers, I think I'm going to be able to easily get 2 of them, and we'll be able to make that work if somebody wants that.
Yeah, and you're probably knowing you're gonna order a lot of all the Batman movie covers, right?
Actually, to me, the Batman movie cover is, I think the International Women's cover is better. So like that's where I was going to go. Probably
Really?
15 of that. Yeah.
Anyways, World's Finest number
Ooh,
1. There's
this was
so
also
many
gonna be
covers for
there.
this, and I was very careful to make sure I didn't put the incentives on this.
You didn't put the
presentation.
slap fight covers on there?
Were those up in order?
No, they were
No.
125.
Okay, so that's why I didn't put them.
They're by Chip Zdarsky.
But you yell at me
I
every
know.
time for doing exactly that. Anyways, World's Finest. It's a new number 1. It is Batman and Superman, as you guys probably know. It's a redo of the old World's Finest, but like not a redo, but like a reboot. My favorite part of this is you see the little itty bitty Robin in the bottom
Oh,
corner. That is a Dan Mora Robin, and I love it. I love the way
looks
he
like
draws
it's like
Robin.
Jason Todd, or
One of them.
it could be old school Dick Grayson, but he's wearing the elf boots.
I was
Like, I
gonna
don't
say,
know.
no way they put Jason Todd in World's Finest.
Well, World's Finest is supposedly just like kind of a continuation of Batman Superman, but they retitled it World's Finest because that's what Batman Superman has always been titled, World's Finest. So it just made sense. That art gem cover is like, I'm not gonna order A's, B's, C's, or anything. I'm just gonna order the art gem cover.
No, you're gonna order the art gem cover, and you're gonna order the Seinfeld cover, which got its own slide.
Is that what it titled it? Seinfeld in the Batmobile getting coffee?
Yeah, I literally copy and pasted that off of Lunar.
I'm glad-
But I did that because I knew you would think that title was funny. That is what this variant is called. If you want Seinfeld and the
It's open
Batmobile
order.
getting it is open order. This isn't even an incentive.
This-
The Virgin version of this is an incentive.
This is open order by quote unquote retailer demand. I was not one of those, but apparently every retailer across the country was like, "Oh my God, DC! If you made this open order, I'd order 100 of the Jerry Seinfeld cover."
Brendan was one of them.
We're not. Brendan said 25. But yeah, if you're the guy that thinks we should order 100 of the Jerry Seinfeld cover, you let us know, because I didn't know. I love Seinfeld. I think the show's great. I rewatched the whole thing when it went to Hulu or whatever. I just don't think Jerry Seinfeld's on Batman and Superman comics.
I think he's in the Batmobile getting coffee then.
He is. Batman's not even in it. Like, Batman's chilling in the back. Like, why did they it's his own car?
He's riding on it. Because he's never in the
And
Batmobile.
Superman
He's
can
always
fly.
on top of the
Superman can
Batmobile.
fly. Why would we do this?
They want to hang out with Seinfeld. What's wrong with that?
That's true.
Anyways, Batman the Night number 3. I put this one up here because it has another Batman the movie cover.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Also, this is Chip Zdarsky's kind of like almost like Batman Year One / Batman Life Story take, but I also love it, and I told you this from the beginning. This artist is the artist that was on The Flash when I first got into it, the Joshua Williamson run.
Mhm.
And I don't know how to say the last name. I just say Carmine. Best artist DC had at the time. Like, I just love the way he draws superheroes. I loved how he drew Flash. So I love what is happening in Batman the Night.
I like his cover for this too a lot. That was my favorite of the three, I think.
Yeah, and then the Batman the movie covers. It is the photo that DC is using to promote the Batman in comic book stores a lot. So you have that going for you.
You do. It's also the red and black. You just can't really go wrong with it. And all three of these covers are red and black.
Yeah.
Catwoman for one. I have two sides of this too, for similar reasons. These are the A and B covers. I liked these covers a lot. I like the B cover a lot with the little kitties.
As of right now, I'm actually only ordering one B cover.
Why? Oh, because
there's
of these
four
covers.
Yeah. So technically, the Jenny Frieson is the Batman the movie cover, so
It
that's
is.
supposed to be Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman in there.
And I think the D cover is the International Women's Day cover.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I think I was really surprised when I saw that was the International
doesn't-
Women's Day
Okay.
cover.
I mean, I'm sure it'll have the border on the top that'll say that, but it's like it doesn't scream it as much as the other two
No,
or three that we've
That's
done.
what I thought. I had to like double check myself.
But I was gonna go, I mean, when they do a celebratory thing like that, like Black History Month, Women's Month, Asian Pacific Islander Month, you always want to bump your numbers up because if somebody comes into your store looking for that specific thing that might never have walked in a comic book store before, you want to have it. So that's why I said, as of now, like A covers to subs, B cover like one or two, a ton of this Jenny Frieson because technically it's Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman's first cover appearance, and then a couple of the Woman's History to get us to 25, so we could get the 1 in 25.
Which I did not put on here. But did you notice that Detective Comics 1056 and 1057 were on
So
this
apparently,
FOC?
this is why this FOC is so long for DC. DC takes what holiday is it? Is it President's Day? That's like next week. DC takes President's Day off. They just shut down the office. They do not come in, so we have to order 2 weeks ahead now because they don't work on President's Day.
Good for them.
So that's why. But I love that B cover.
Yeah, I'm FOCing this. Do you hear my request?
And then definitely, I mean, any of these covers, Detective Comics is technically something that I always have on the shelf, but
C
because
is a Batman the movie cover.
yeah, C is a Batman the movie cover by Puppeteer Lee, who doesn't do covers a lot, and I don't think that's his real name. But either way, that is a phenomenal cover. So like, I don't know if we'll have 25 or between the 25 we order, I don't know how many will still hit the shelf. So definitely FOC this. A cover has Harley on it, so all my Harley people are going to end up with that. The B cover is Bromejo, but definitely worth the extra $1 because it's kind of an homage to Jason Todd dying in Batman's arms.
Is that
And-
an homage? I feel like that's just straight up Jason Todd. I was reading the solicitation. I guess this issue is a Scarecrow heavy issue with fear toxin.
And it looks like it's kind of got like flashback vibes because it's taking me back on the A cover.
Also, spoilers. So mute me if you're reading this and don't want to know what happens. But until I go to the next slide. But Nightwing almost dies in this issue.
Maybe that's what it's Nightwing instead. But the Puppeteer Lee, like, honestly, splitting it between 25 makes it really hard because I've got 10 subs, so I know I got to do 10A. That leaves me 15. But I'm really loving that Puppeteer Lee cover.
It's very cool. As Jason, you know? This is 1057. That is
There
just
will be a
so
trade
iconic.
dress on A.
Yes, there will be. And that's Nightwing down in the bottom
Yeah.
right. I liked these covers. I was just really confused about why they were both FOCing at the same time.
They come out 2 weeks apart, or a week apart, but
Wow.
President's Day is a day we take off.
Joker 13, also up here. There is another Punchline cover. For a B cover, there's also a C cover with Joker being grimy as usual.
I've noticed the trend that the covers with Joker sell, like the variant covers with Joker sell a little bit less. So I was planning on lowering C a little bit and upping A since we always saw it at A on the wall. So if you're a guy that really likes Joker, let us know about your C cover preference because I might not have too many.
Or if you're a guy who really likes Punchline.
If you're a guy that really likes Punchline and you haven't bought the Punchline cover before, let us know because I've pretty much been running out of them by cross pulling it. Because if you bought the Punchline cover, I don't think you're going to want the Joker cover. So I continue in that
vein.
That vein.
Justice League 74 has a Batman the movie cover. That's cover C. Also, I really liked the B cover. It was very
I think
pretty.
the B cover is amazing.
Yeah, A cover will have a trade dress too.
So I feel bad because like I've been getting told a lot recently, like, oh, you gotta order the A covers. That's what the collectors want. But like, when I look at both of those variant covers, I can't rightfully put more than one copy of that A cover on the wall. Like that Alex Maleev Wonder Woman cover is absolutely going to go to our Wonder Woman subs. Like they're going to want that.
Yep.
And then that Batman cover by Ben Oliver is super well painted and has a really good composition. So like I really think that's wall material. Like that's a poster, you know.
It's a poster. I'm surprised that's not the poster they're using.
That's
for the
what I'm
movie.
saying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a poster at some point that looks like that.
I was really excited for this slide, especially when Brendan told me you were going to be here today. Nightwing 90. It's the start of the Flash crossover. It has a Batman the movie cover. That's unimportant. The Bruno Redondo cover is so good. We almost always sell out of A's on the wall before we sell out of variants for Nightwing, because Bruno Redondo is a beast. He's one of my favorite artists. But Flash crossover, Wally West Flash, they're going to be besties, and it's going to be adorable, and I cannot wait.
So if you have Flash on sub, you will likely get this book in your box with an extra book tab. But if this is something that maybe, because this would be a jumping on point, like later if you haven't read DC in years and you want to check out Nightwing and Flash and just check out those two, it'll be 4 issues, 2 Nightwings, 2 Flashes, I believe.
No, it's 2 parts, so 1 Nightwing, 1 Flash.
Oh, that's it? So there you go. 2 issues is all you can do, and you can literally stop after that next issue of Flash, and that'll be it.
Yeah. That Nightwing, it's really weird, because as soon as they're finishing the Superman Son of Kal-El crossover, they're doing the Wally West one. It makes sense, though, with the plot, but I feel like I've done enough spoilers this show. Newbie and the Amazons number 6. This is the last in that series, but it had a gorgeous International Women's Day cover. This was my favorite of all of the DC International Women's Day covers so far.
I also think it's the second part of Trial of the Amazons, but like, I'm going to admit to y'all, there's no way I can order this book at the same exact number that I ordered Trial of the Amazons number 1. So, like, if you're really wanting the whole story, let us know. The International Women's Day is going to give us a bump, but I don't know how many copies of a 6 of 6 we'll have. So definitely let us know.
And keep in mind the Trial of the Amazons. It might have collector's, like, value purely on the fact that it's, like, not the first Wonder Woman crossover, but, like, the first one in a very long time. So, you know. Get on it if you would like it. I just really like this International Women's Day cover.
Yeah, that one's so really good.
Superman Son of Kal-El number 9 also has an International Women's Day cover. Is also the second part of the Nightwing crossover. Another Bruno Redondo cover, which I love. But I like the A cover, how they're swinging and both of their logos in the back. But it's the second part of the 2-part crossover with them, which is past and present. And I think this is past. I say that hesitantly.
That's weird. Because, I don't know. The International Women's Day cover looks interesting.
I think it's really pretty. It's pretty in a very, like, whimsical way.
Yeah.
Like, I would want that on, like, a tarot card.
I also have not read either of those books recently. I'm not sure who that is. Because it's not Superman, Son of Kal-El, or Nightwing.
I haven't read Son of Kal-El, so I don't know. But it's definitely no one from Nightwing.
Maybe it's Lois or something. I don't know. All right, let's move on.
Titans United number 7.
My favorite. And, like, again, number 7. So it's like, oh, what do I do? But like, first of all, the Starfire cover is amazing.
It's so good.
And then the International Women's Day cover, I think, is probably one of the best ones. Not necessarily in the terms of like composition or like this or that. I mean, it is really good, but it's cool because it's literally it's all the female members of the Titans. They didn't shoehorn any characters from a different book in there. Like, it's literally just all 4 of the badass Titans girls, and I think it's a perfect cover. Probably not a lot of A covers in the store, just because I'll have to go with B and C on that.
In complete honesty, the International Women's Day cover was an afterthought for me. This was getting included either way because of the Starfire cover, because I love her and I love the way she's drawn on this cover specifically. I think she is beautiful.
So Cal Nagu, yeah, has done MegaCon a ton of years. If he shows up at MegaCon this year for prints of that, I mean, I'm immediately buying it.
I don't even blame you. I would too. Wonder Woman 785 is part 3 of Trial of the Amazons. Has an International Women's Day cover. Also, that B cover is gorgeous. You can probably see it. And her sword is all of the Amazons.
Oh, okay.
Being like reflected. You can see it better down there on that monitor.
I do see it. I like it.
I love it. I think it's beautiful.
And then Nicola Scott does all of the characters as he typically does. I think he did that for Nightwing. When Nightwing 50 happened, he did all the Nightwings. So that's pretty cool. I like the composition on that. Even include Artemis, which I wasn't expecting to see in that.
I even like the A cover. The A covers are, all these covers are
good.
all
the covers are good, but the A cover is definitely the lesser.
The least of the goods.
Oh. I love that key clip art.
Spider-Man 88, Amazing Spider-Man 88, is getting a second print. This book sold out like crazy. No, the A cover of this book. Did we still have X-Men on the wall?
When I looked on Friday or Thursday, we had finally sold out of B covers.
Notice how we said finally. We had B covers for so long. If you want another Spider-Man 88 where Queen Goblin is on the cover, it's going in the second print. She is on the cover for the second print. So let us know. It is not a first print, but she's there and she's pretty.
Yeah.
Avengers 54. I put on here 1, Carnage Forever variant. 2, Infinity Saga Phase 2 variant. 3, Avengers 53 ended up being a key, which like you could not have asked me to predict in a million years that was going to happen.
You want to hear something hilarious I found out coming in about Avengers 53? So a hockey team in Philadelphia? No, I don't know. A hockey team, NHL team, has a promotion. I don't know what. I haven't looked at the cover. Avengers 53 only available at that hockey stadium when you go to that game, and they only printed 5,000. If you thought that the Miles Morales Sway cover was worth a lot, check out whatever. Apparently, there are people saying that they'll go pick up a copy for you if you pay for their ticket on some of the Facebook groups. But that's definitely going to be the most valuable Avengers 53 because that print run's going to be only 5,000, and half of them are going to be wrecked because people are going to go watch a hockey game after they get it.
That is ridiculous. Anyways,
with no cover image, I'm sure I'm still going to order like 9 Carnage Forever covers because Kyle Hutz is always late because I think last week there was a Carnage Forever cover by him and it didn't have
You said what I was thinking. I wasn't going to say it. I also put this one up here because Thor 21, for whatever reason, ended up being really hot, even though it wasn't any more of a key than... No, it literally wasn't a key. Thor 20 was a key, so Thor 21 was hot. Avengers 53 was a key.
Killed a bug.
Thank God. Avengers 53 was a key, so I'm putting 54 up here, just so y'all can't say I didn't warn you. Oh, there's more covers. I forgot about the Deadpool 30th. That's actually why 100% I put this up here. Deadpool cover. Manny Cole will probably want one.
Oh, I definitely will have one for him. And I mean, I don't think Liefeld's art is great, so I'm not going to order a ton of those for the wall. But I also am not going to order a ton of the Foreshadow variant because I don't understand what it's doing.
I don't know what this means. What does Foreshadow variant
So how is it any different than a spoiler cover?
It has to be, because they named it different. Anyways, maybe it's just that they can show it to us.
Yeah, sure.
Is that supposed to be She-Hulk?
Yes. Apparently in Avengers, she has a very different physique than she does in the She-Hulk books. Hence why people were hesitant to pick up She-Hulk until they realized it was non-continuity of what's going on in Avengers. Also a reason I probably won't go high on that cover. People aren't a fan of that.
Anyways, Captain America Iron Man number 5. Another Infinity Saga Phase 2 variant. Another Carnage Forever variant. I also just want to say that Kendrick Lim, who's doing the Carnage Forever variant for this...
You're not going to say his nickname?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Neither do I, and that's new to me. I've seen Kendrick Lim for a while, and that's the first time I've seen him have a nickname.
That's what his variants are named. Do you know how Marvel always puts the artist name?
Oh, they
use his nickname.
Oh, okay.
But he is doing the A cover for Carnage number 1, which I'm going to show later. But he is that artist as well. That's your girl.
Yep, I love that.
That's why I put that on here. I put it on here for a lot of reasons. There's also a Momoko variant, which is very pretty. But Captain Marvel 37, if you have any special requests, let us know, because Danny does not order enough of this
I do not. Yeah. Unless they give me a 1 in 25, then I'll order 25.
Oh my God. Carnage Forever number 1. See? A cover. It was done by him. Bagley?
That's the guy who created Carnage. So, like, even though there's no image, I'm probably going to order decently high on that because, like, who doesn't want a cover from Carnage's dad?
Ron Lim, not final art. There's probably going to be color, but I really like the composition of this cover.
There's a couple more covers, right?
Yeah, a couple? There's so many more colors.
I like the Bianchi cover.
I do too. That was actually my favorite of the bunch.
I have a feeling the Hitch cover will be popular. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I have a feeling it'll be popular, and we will order some of that.
I can't get over on the Bianchi variant, though, that's supposed to be Venom in the background, right?
No, I think it's supposed to be Carnage. I don't know.
I thought Carnage was red and Venom was...
Carnage is red. I still don't know. Oh, I think it's taking over Venom because I see some black under the red symbiote.
He looks like Shamu. That's all I wanted to say. Anyways, Eternals the Heretic number 1. Another book. Thanos is getting stomped
Another
on.
book.
It's Phil Noto.
It
Someone
is.
tell Zoe. Zoe wants this FOC for her.
Because he
she loves Phil
animated like
Noto.
Lilo and Stitch or something.
He did. I like the A cover a lot. I think the colors are pretty. I'm a fan.
I'm pretty sure this is a crossover tie-in or whatever to the Eternals ongoing book. So like, if you're subscribed to Eternals, you'll have one in your box, no problem. And if not, let us know.
Reckoning War, Trial of the Watcher, #1, also has a lot of covers. I love this Carnage Forever variant.
Yep.
It is actually the guy that did the A cover. He just did another
Oh,
Carnage Forever
wow,
variant
that's
for
cool.
this. I'm pretty sure he's the artist of the whole book too, but I say that
I
hesitantly.
think so. I also actually like this Momoko cover.
I love this one.
I think when she excels when she draws more than one character on there, because the Captain Marvel one felt lackluster, even though this feels like the same exact style.
You know what I think it is? I think she excels when they let her put a background on her drawings, and it's not just something in the middle of a white back.
That
Because her art style is so like light and watercolory that the white background like flushes it out, but having the dark background for this like makes it pop more. Anyways, I like the Carnage Forever variant. I thought it
he
was
got a
sick.
big old head.
He's zooming. Look, he's on a little planet.
He is. It's pretty cool.
He's going fast. Wolverine
Ooh.
patch #1 also has a lot of covers. Has a Scotty. Has a
I
Jurgens.
read that Scotty Young bubbles, and it was actually pretty hilarious. He asks Wolverine for his autograph, and he goes, "I'm not Wolverine." He's like, "I'm not Wolverine, bub." And he's like, "Yeah, you are. You got the hair and the claws," and he just said bub. And he's like, "I'm Patch," and he's like, "Is it because you have an eye patch?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "The marketing department or whatever couldn't come up with a better name," and that's the whole word bubble.
So this isn't Wolverine.
I think it is Wolverine.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure
because
it's
I was
Wolverine.
gonna say
I don't know.
this is news to me.
I don't know.
X-Men Unlimited Latitude #1 has a women's history variant.
That is
I
beautiful cover.
am obsessed with this cover. I am not a huge Marvel person, which a lot of you probably know. I have been dreaming about this cover since I saw it. Brendan, I'm appreciating Marvel. Are you proud of me?
Great.
So much Marvel. You know how many covers didn't have images?
No.
Not as many as usual.
Oh.
Look at that women's history variant. Who she's
Hundreds.
supposed
We're
to
already
be.
in women's history?
Well,
But not till
we're
next
FOC
month, right?
in women's history. Remember, FOC 3 weeks out.
I can't keep up with my history. Clearly, they weren't teaching this when I was in school.
Who is that?
That's a magic.
That's magic.
Magic.
I love
Heavens.
her. What is she in?
Oh, hold on. Let's go back.
Who
Brent,
is that?
is Patch?
What is she in? I love her.
Is
I
Patch?
knew she's
Is Patch
pretty.
Wolverine?
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the different. That was back in the day, though.
Well, this is a #1.
So it's gonna be now in the day.
Now in the day.
Yeah.
So are they the same person?
Well, one's wearing a hat. Yeah,
You guys. Good boy.
let's talk about it. It's a multiverse thing.
So he's a different guy.
Yeah. I
Independent.
gotta say, I was not reading Wolverine when the patch came around, so that was not me.
Also, yes, Terry, I got
Yes.
you.
N-
Also, wait.
Did you want them for? I know Marvel was where the conversation specifically happened. Did you want them for DC? too?
I was getting ready to ask that question. Terry, do you want the DC women's history covers too? Because I know we talked, I'm literally just copy and pasting what you just said. We talked about it with Marvel. If you want it for DC too, we can absolutely make that happen, but there's some nuance there. So, also,
Little Monsters. We had a poster for. I say had because I don't know what happened to half of our posters, but we had a poster for
It
this.
might be
stuff.
hanging next door.
It might-
It could be on the window. I don't think those are.
it's a Jeff Lemire story.
Dustin Nguyen art.
Yeah, which is a wombo combo. I want to read this when it comes out.
Well, this isn't Marvel at all.
It's-
This is
Well, we
empty.
just
It's
we finished.
Independence.
We finished
Marvel.
Marvel. I came in at the end.
You did.
You
You
did.
did. Because
Glad I
you
could help.
just enough time to tell us about Patch.
We got good things going on, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got stuff. We got our 1 year anniversary coming up,
Oh, and we have Batman the movie that
and
people
the
can go
Batman
see.
Oh,
movie. March
yeah.
is going to be huge. Not only
And it's Women's History.
is it Women's History Month, but
Oh.
it's Batman Day, Batman Month, March Madness, our 1 year anniversary.
That's a good way to differentiate the women's history versus Women's Day. Because DC's doing Women's Day.
Oh, is
Oh, they're
that?
just doing a day.
Yeah.
Everybody else is
yeah.
doing a month,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
a day.
Yeah, yeah. Now, granted, they're gonna come out different times. I think.
Yeah.
Different days, different.
I think Patch was Wolvie's.
All I know is we all have
Oh.
front row seats.
He's got.
Anyways, Little Monsters is about children that are vampires.
And I bet you they have fangs.
Sure.
They
sure.
look at the C cover. That's
He's
definitely
got
fangs.
fangs. He's got
Wow.
fangs.
He is.
Now we have a exclusive for a book where the vampires don't have fangs.
It's called Steak.
And it was done by Sabian Willis.
He was amazing.
He did the cover.
He did. Radiant Red,
Which cover do you like more, Danny?
the B cover.
That's what I figured. I saw it last night and I was like, Danny's gonna like this B cover. Takes place in the
Radiant Black universe.
Yeah, 100%.
Looks like The Impossibles. Who is it? That group.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
it?
didn't watch Falcon Winter Soldier, but I did hear about some of that stuff.
No.
But
No, not that one. The group, the 4 superheroes from The
Power
Incredibles.
Rangers?
The
Oh.
Incredibles. There you go. Not The Impossibles, The Incredibles, the knockoff of the Fantastic
What
Four,
do
right?
you mean, this?
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Mm,
Oh,
it's kind of a knockoff
It's a little
of
more-
Power Rangers, but for adults.
Oh, okay. Let's think.
So like they kill
So
people
I was
instead
right.
of just kick the guy into a sand pit.
Anyways.
First issue.
Oh,
Look, Brendan,
This.
talk about this. You probably
Eye
know
of the
more about
World?
this. Yeah,
The
it's a
D&D?
trade.
are we gonna order a lot?
No, but we'll order some. I mean, if you want it, definitely let us know. But otherwise, we will have a few copies because we do.
The chick in the
It's
front.
no Critical Role. you know?
No, it's not Critical Role. It's D&D, and they put all of the D&D trades in there, which we always carry D&D trades. So
The girl in the front with the axe looks like the Frost Elite in Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm pretty sure that's a. Oh yeah, you said axe.
okay, I
Yeah.
can't help you guys. I'm gonna go help Evan.
Okay.
Hi, Brendan.
Can you help Evan?
I can try.
This is
I don't know what
actually-
this is. What is Kill Lock?
It's the Kill Lock, the Artisan Wraith. It is a number 1.
Art looks cool.
Yeah, the art and the writing are all done by
I think it's
one
all
person.
done by the the only name on the cover. So we'll order some.
I like the art a lot. For
Was
this
there only
book.
one cover?
Mhm.
Oh, easily done.
It's kind of, from my limited understanding of it, like a futuristic-y, if you can't tell by the cover, like post-apocalyptic kind of
Looks
thing.
like a sci-fi space, like I don't even know.
It
mix.
reminds me like the slightest bit of like the Halo aesthetic, which you can either yell at me or agree with.
Did you put We Live on this?
It wasn't on. It wasn't on. Should I?
That's on Diamond FOC. I don't even think
Well,
this was. I don't remember
some
seeing
of
this
us,
on Diamond
Danny,
FOC.
Don't get Diamond FOC at home, so I use Previews World.
Oh, that's terrible. That's bad.
Some of us don't have.
That is
all the
also technically
logins.
what the customers have to use if they're not watching this show. So again, not good.
Then you can do the show.
I'm saying Previews World is behind. Or is very behind.
Then you can prepare all the slides.
No, I'm good.
Exactly. Anyways, submit your FOC orders to my email or message us on Facebook, really. That's also fine. Or just let us know when you're in.
Now,
We'll
if
put
it's
on the list
DC,
all
you
the
want to
same.
do it before when?
Before Sunday, right?
Yeah, so you pretty much
Yeah.
24 hours, I'd say.
Yeah. Sunday before, what time do you want to say?
I mean, we close at 6, so let's just say by 6.
Okay. See?
Yeah, no, I was just because I asked her if she did We Live because like We Live, I think that book reminded me of We Live, so I was like, oh, that
Do
means
you
We
want
Live
me-
should be.
I can pull up the exclusives real quick if you want to show them off.
Yeah.
I'm on Canva.
Are you way at the end?
Yeah. that's
Okay,
the
yeah,
end.
yeah. So We Live is on FOC. We Live is being split into We Live Black. Do you have to hit
Wait,
escape to get
Yeah,
out of that?
before we go there, though, any details on future Midnight stuff with Bocello yet? Is that the Devil's Drain Midnight stuff that you're talking about? That I showed
No,
you?
I think DC, Marvel supposedly everybody announced some stuff, but like the new previews won't come out until the end of the month, so like we won't have any information on that stuff until that actually like happens. But We Live, Age of the Paladins White and Black are both on FOC this week. They have incentives, all that shenanigans, but we have store exclusives for both. Cover art is by Hoyt Silva on both, good friend of ours. The left is We Live Age of the Paladins White. The right is We Live Age of the Paladins Black. They are $14.99 each, but if you get the set, you get them for $24.99, and you'll get one of the trading cards for each comic book as well for free. And we'll probably throw some goodies in there. But definitely let us know if you want to pre-order these. This book is going to be hot. We Live sold amazingly at the store, so even if you just want A covers, let us know.
But yeah, that is all the stuff. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Just if you want to see Batman, March 4th, opening night, 8 15, we have a private theater showing at AMC Altamont. We just ask everybody to get there at least 30 minutes early, especially if you want concessions.
Yes.
And tickets are $15. You can grab them here at the store, and you do get to claim get stamps when you purchase them.
Yes. So yeah, that is everything. Have a good day, y'all. Put in your FOC orders, please. We're begging you. It makes your collection better, and it makes our jobs easier. So it's a great thing to do. Have a good day.
Thank you for watching, Terry.
Bye, y'all.